Is your strength something you chose? Or is it something you built when you had no other way to survive? Welcome to Myth and Soul. No one remembers the moment Medusa became a monster. There is no single sentence in the myth that says, "Here is where she turns evil." There is only a before and an after. Before, she was someone who belonged to the world. After, the world could no longer look at her. Before, she was seen. After, she was lethal to see. But what if Medusa's power was never meant to destroy? What if it was meant to protect? What if the stone was not a curse, but a shield? In the older stories, Medusa was not born a monster. She was a mortal woman. She lived among humans. She laughed. She walked freely. She had a face people could look at and a voice people could hear. She was known especially for her hair, long, living, shining. She served in the Temple of Athena, goddess of wisdom, law, and protection, a place that was meant to be safe, a place that was meant to be guarded, a place where harm was not supposed to enter. And yet, one day Poseidon, god of the sea, noticed her, not as a person, but as something to take. And because he was a god, no door was closed to him, no law stopped him, no boundary held him. In Athena's own temple, the place of protection, Medusa was violated. Her safety was broken. Her dignity was broken. Her sense of the world as a place that could be trusted was broken. And when the world should have turned toward her with care, it turned away. Athena did not punish Poseidon. She punished Medusa. Whether out of anger, shame, fear, or divine logic, the result was the same. Medusa's hair became snakes. Her face became unbearable to look at. Her presence became something that could not be near life. She was not healed. She was not comforted. She was changed. She was made into something that would never again be touched, never again approached, never again desired. A woman turned into a boundary. A person turned into a warning. And so Medusa left the world of humans, not because she wanted to, but because the world had no place left for her. She lived at the edge of the known world, among stones, among silence, among echoes. The myth tells us her gaze turned living beings into stone. But perhaps that is only the outside description of what had already happened inside her. Something inside her had frozen. Trust, safety, softness, the ability to be open without fear. We are taught to think Medusa's gaze is a weapon, but weapons are meant to attack. Her gaze does not chase. It does not hunt. It does not seek. It waits. It is only dangerous when someone comes too close. It is not aggression. It is defense. Stone is not violence. Stone is distance. Stone is, "You cannot reach me here." Stone is, "You cannot touch what has already been broken." Stone is, "I survived." And humans do this too. When something hurts us deeply enough, we do not always cry. Sometimes we become controlled. Sometimes we become sharp. Sometimes we become distant. Sometimes we become unreachable. We build emotional walls and call them maturity. We build emotional armor and call it strength. We build emotional distance and call it independence. And sometimes it truly is strength. But sometimes it is survival. Sometimes we are not strong. We are protected. And then there are the snakes. We are taught to see snakes as symbols of evil. But snakes are not evil. Snakes live close to the ground. They feel the world through vibration. They do not see far ahead. They sense what is near. They do not attack because they are cruel. They attack because they are afraid. Because in their world, danger arrives suddenly. Because survival depends on reacting faster than harm can reach them. So when Medusa's hair becomes snakes, something profound happens. Her thoughts are no longer in the future. They are no longer in dreams. They are no longer in openness. They are in the present moment of danger, always scanning, always listening, always feeling for what might come too close. She becomes someone who lives inside a nervous system that never rests, a body that is always braced, a mind that is always alert. This is not monstrosity. This is what happens when safety is lost. Her snakes are not punishment. They are adaptation. They are what the body becomes when the world stops being safe. Even Perseus cannot face her directly. He needs a mirror. He needs reflection, distance, indirect vision. Because pain like hers cannot be approached head-on. It must be approached sideways, gently, carefully, slowly. And when he kills her, he does not destroy her power. He takes it. He uses it. Even in death, Medusa becomes useful to others, never to herself. So Medusa leaves us with a question, not about monsters, but about ourselves. Is your emotional distance clarity? Or is it protection? Is your independence freedom? Or is it stone? And if it is stone, what would it take to soften again? Not for others, but for yourself. Medusa was not born a monster. She was shaped into one, not by evil, but by pain that was never healed. So the next time you see her face, on a shield, in a painting, in a story, do not ask, what is wrong with her? Ask, what happened to her? Because behind every shield is a wound, and behind every monster is a story that was never listened to.